No, be real. You downplay the Puma deal. Everybody in the whole planet understands why LaMelo got to deal with Puma, right? Or took the deal. The money, the bag is big. But let me show you something here. Let me pull up over here. Let's go. I probably think you could just type in Melo, actually. Look at this. And here's something that I feel like most people don't want to acknowledge in themselves, right? You can go to LaMelo's page, and this is how much LaMelo is like that hype on the Puma deal. There's nothing on here about the Puma deal. Everything on here is either LaFrance pay partnerships with things that he like owns stake in, or like this here, just getting paid. All of this stuff. Even you go here and you look at his last post here as he's walking into the arena, and it's just him walking into the arena. The first person to post here is LaFrance, him. You get all of this stuff. So I don't know. That's my point, is I think that most people read into that. My only thing with the Puma deal, and this is what I would say too, I think people miss, is if I'm LaMelo Ball and I'm watching the Puma stuff and I'm watching what's happening with the Big Baller brand, here's what I have learned, right? I've learned that there is a bag that I just got off there's a bag that I just got from Puma, right? And I'm happy with, if I'm LaMelo Ball, right? $100 million in a private jet. That's what we hear. That's the conversation. So if that's me, I'm hype and I'm excited about it. And let me get mine right here. I'm hype. I'm excited about it. I got the $100 million. I got the private jet and all of that jazz, right? I'm pumped. I'm with it. However, what I'm realizing is when it comes to the marketing, right? We can go over here and we type in, let's go Puma hoops, right? I'm LaMelo Ball. I'm a professional athlete. I have my own money contract. You hear LaMelo talk about he ain't never even spent the NBA money. He just spent an endorsement deal money, all right? You realize this. LaMelo, Puma is promoting your sneaker with this TikTok. I'm thinking to myself, I could do this. As far as the marketing goes, this is not even LaMelo Ball. I don't even have to be there. I could go get a gym and get a photographer, and we could take this picture and I could market this myself. I could save some money. I don't know what the back end or the budget is, but I could do that. Here's a shot of the sneaker here. I could repost this. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm LaMelo, that's what I'm thinking as I see the partnership, right? What we understand and you begin to learn is that the real power between a Puma and some of these other brands, you look at Kanye West and his situation, the real power that they have is infrastructure and distribution, right? You go partner with people. People were messing with, people liked Adidas a little bit, right? But what took Adidas to the next level was the partnership with Kanye West. Their evaluation and then their share of the sneaker market went up because of their partnership with Kanye West. So what you begin to realize, and the thing that Kanye was begging for was infrastructure, distribution. Help me create this stuff. Help me do this stuff. Help me do this. How do you scale all of these things? And now, post a couple years of Kanye being with them, he realizes the deal wasn't that good. I got the infrastructure, but they just took my designs, they took my ideas, and they made quadruple the money that I made. Yes, I got a bag, billionaire, big time, right? So if I'm LaMelo and I'm watching the landscape of all of this, I'm over here at Puma Hoops, I'm seeing how they market and things, and then I go over here and I listen to these interviews from LeVar. Let's just say that LaMelo has never seen the Big Baller Brand warehouse or is unaware of all of the things that they're moving. And you start to hear the conversation about the infrastructure that's being built, and you look at it and say, It's not the marketing. It's not like they spending $1 billion budget on commercials. We can go over here to Puma hoops and we can go to, let's go to Nike basketball. Let's go to Nike basketball. It's not like this. Look at this here. You got this LeBron James ad here with Father Time, and they got what's his name, Samoa, whatever his thing is, and him and LeBron are shooting this. And to be even real with you, this is at LeBron house. So LeBron realized, yo, we could say this bag and just do it at my crib. You see that this marketing promotion here is another level, right? You got RJ, there's another level of it. If I'm LaMelo Ball, I'm realizing that this is not the level that Puma Hoops is marketing the sneaker. And this is LeBron James. This is the greatest basketball player, arguably, in the history of basketball. And when he drops Jason Momoa, that's right. And when he drops a sneaker, what they do is they promote it like it's like you never heard of LeBron at all. You go to LeBron's page and you see them. LeBron, look at this. Yeah. Watch this here. LeBron just in Nike. Let's go to LeBron page. This is the stuff that I feel like people be trying to overlook sometimes when everybody's speculating and trying to figure what's going on in the world, right? You go here and you see you got LeBron posting his sneakers here, hyping them up. You got obviously the Bronny and all that stuff. You got the commercials here, Beats by Dre, Bronny. They just shooting all of the stuff at their house at this point. Bronny signs to Nike. They just hype. They hype. It's a lot of hype here. Nobody buying them ugly LeBrons. Dun, dun, dun. That's a fact of Mundo as well. But you see him trying to adjust his sneaker styling as well, because normally he had a high top with all of the extra stuff on it in tech, and they really dumbed his sneaker down, trying to make it a more palatable sneaker for most people to want to wear, because it is a fact that most people be like, bro, like LeBron making like really basketball shoes, and you can't wear them all the time. So that's what you're seeing with these new sneakers. I say all this to say, part of the thing that I'm saying, and I think that people are realizing, is that if LaMelo Ball, given his popularity, given his play on the court, given his notoriety, connected with anybody who said, bro, we have infrastructure, here's some ownership, all you got to do is be you and we'll sell the sneakers, right? I think that he would say, you know what? Hey, let's turn up. The calculations are there, right? When you sell a sneaker from Puma or whatever, you could definitely have a partnership like Ye and get the royalties. And then the thing that Ye does is he has so many different iterations of designs, right? And colorways for each design. So you end up selling so many sneakers where it just ends up being a lot of money to make on the other end. But what we see traditionally from these athletes is you come out with one silhouette a year, and then you get a colorway to go with that silhouette. And as you do that, right, you sell the different colorways through and you end up making some strong money. But where the brand comes in at, you look at Puma Hoops, is they going to sell you this LaMelo, they going to sell you this sneaker here, you're going to get this sneaker here, you're going to get this sneaker here, you're going to get this sneaker here. And what you end up doing by being a LaMelo Ball on a Puma or being associated with one of these brands is you raise the value of all of the brands. That's part of what Kanye's issue was with Adidas. Let me break this down here for y'all. Where he says, yo, y'all raped and stole my designs. All right. You go through here and you see a shoe released from Adidas that looks like a Yeezy, right? So you can't buy the Yeezy because they sold out, but man, maybe you could buy that other sandal that does that. That's where the bread comes in. Now, when you look at a big baller brand, here's why I think that you get a good idea is because if you're a LaMelo Ball, Jello, and a LiAngelo, and you all are people who realize that there's some incentive for you. Let me pop off here for a second. Let me show you this. Here's the thing that makes sense as far as building your own, right? And not just simply like, oh, okay, here's the all right, look at this. You go through here. Now you start skewing differently, right? Here's the conversation that most people not gonna have with you about this. You start skewing differently, right? So now you have these different shoes here that you can sell, and there's different iterations of them, different colorways, right? That's how folks make money. You get the slides here. That's how people make money. You get the different sneakers. You get the LiAngelos, the Zoes, and the Jellos, right? Now, you're not just selling one sneaker per year, you're selling a bunch of different sneakers. Now, we did see Puma try to do this with LaMelo, where they then start trying to hit the casual sneaker and all of that stuff, but it's the same thing. You're not going to you don't see them promoting the sneakers at the same rate, right? So you just simply, you could be doing the same thing and then I don't know. It's a whole thing. To me, it is something that should not be as complicated for people to understand, but for some reason it is. That's the beauty of being a part of your own footwear company, right? So to me, I would not be surprised if at some point, if you saw LaMelo, either one, start his own sneaker company, right? His own, like obviously he has LaFrance. He has LaFrance in which he sells his own clothes. And these are clothes that you see him wear all of the time, right? And in interviews, at post game, all of that stuff. He loves his own brand and is a supporter of it at any cost. He will be rocking the LaFrance gear. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him pop out with some LaFrance sneakers after the Puma deal. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him come back to the Big Baller brand or some iteration of it and then jump out some other things. That's the difference, right? It's not hating on the Puma deal. It's realizing how they're leveraging your likeness to sell things. That's my point.